Hello, welcome to another game of TBR Tarot in which the cards choose my reading list for the month. So this is obviously for the month of July. I'll go over the rules really quickly. So I have a spreadsheet that I will link down below with all the prompts that are linked to every card. Each card has its own prompt. I do a draw and I pull 3 cards. I have to try and get a book that fits all 3 prompts. It has to fit at least 2 of the card prompts. If it doesn't, I just have to find a different book. I do 5 draws. If cards repeat, so if I pull one card once and then it pops up again, I have to add another draw, thus another book. Let's see how that went. So let's go ahead and do our first draw. Card number 1. I'll check it after, it's upside down right now. And we've got the World as our second card. And our final card is 2 of Wands. All right, draw number 1. I ended up getting the 2 of Wands, which was aliens, and 4 of Pentacles, which was a BookTube recommended book, and then the World card, which is a high epic fantasy. For this one, when there are prompts on the cards that are a little bit of like a BookTube rec or my dog picks or things like that, I can kind of ignore the other cards. What I ended up deciding to do is I looked up like one of the most recent BookTube recommendation videos among the YouTubers that I like to watch, and one of them was a book that I have heard a couple times mentioned. I don't think it's a super popular one, but I have seen a lot of love for this book. It's actually quite highly rated on Goodreads, and I have been told that it's more of like a winter type of read, but I don't really care. I'm not really a seasonal reader. Anyways, that book is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. It's supposedly about a girl who I'm assuming lives in kind of a poor but not completely, degraded lifestyle, and she ends up being able to spin silver into gold, and that attracts attention, unwanted attention. It sounds super interesting. I've been told it's really good, so that is book number 1 for draw number 1. All right, second draw. We've got, oh, look at that, 6 of Pentacles. And 9 of Swords. And the World again. Oh no, oh no. All right, draw number 2, we got our first repeat card. The World popped up again, so that means I need to add another draw. So the World, high epic fantasy. We also got the 9 of Swords, which is a signed book, so that basically means a book from one of my book box subscriptions. And then we also got the 6 of Pentacles, which is an adaptation. I disregarded this one because if it's a signed book, then it's probably not going to be adapted because it's going to be from one of my book box subscriptions, which are fairly new books, so clearly haven't been adapted yet. I decided to pick from the most recent Unplugged book box that I got, The Jasmine Throne. I almost said that wrong. The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. What I know about this book is that you basically have 2 characters that you follow, in which both of them end up, well, they're both from different places, but they end up kind of meeting, I guess, and together they basically destroy the empire that they live in. And it sounds epic as shit. It's also apparently inspired by Indian culture, I believe. I don't know, not exact. I haven't read it. I don't really know. I just think it is. I've also heard that one of the main characters is very morally gray, so I feel like I'm really gonna like this book. It is kind of chunky, so yeah. This is book number 2 from draw number 2. Draw number 3. Okay, first card is 2 of Cups. Next is Four of Wands. Getting a lot of wands today. And this card popped out, so we're going to count that one too. And we got the King of Pentacles. All right, draw number 3. Things start to get a little messy. My tarot game is not perfect. I accept that. Because a lot of these cards have prompts, such as all of my king cards are Ryan gets to pick my book. Mostly because I think he just enjoys being able to give me books and see if I like them or not. And then I have the Four of Wands is my cat would pick my book. And then I ended up getting Two of Cups, which was 2+ authors. But I figured with the choice between Ryan picking a book or Toothless picking a book, I just disregarded the 2+ authors prompt. I decided not to have my cat pick my book because that would have taken too long. But Ryan picked the book and I knew he would be happy to, because when we went book shopping for my birthday, he found this book, Romeo and or Juliet by Ryan North. He thought it looked super cool when he looked inside because it looked like there's different fonts, there's like little pictures inside of it and everything. And there's some queen with a knight trying to throw him. I don't know, it's weird. Anyways, it's supposedly an interactive book, which on the back the author stated that William Shakespeare's plays were not meant to be read, they were meant to be played. And so he turned it into a game inside of this book. This book is not linear. I truly believe, I started looking at it, it doesn't seem like the kind of book that you just read from front to back. It looks like the kind of book you jump around. Because of that, I'm actually really happy to have that for the month of July, because I feel like I'll be able to kind of just pick it up in between other books and, I don't know, just have a little bit of fun. So this is book number 3 for draw number 3. All right, draw number 4. We've got 5 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and 3 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, we've got a flush of Pentacles. I don't know. All right, draw number 4. We got 5 of Pentacles, which means a book with Fae. We got the Knight of Pentacles, which is a standalone book, and the 3 of Pentacles, which is a paperback book. Now, I don't own any books that are Fae and standalone, so I couldn't really fit the paperback thing because my library mostly has hardcover books. So I have to borrow from my library. Now, I realized that Fae and standalone also fit with Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. So I decided to combine this draw number 4, with draw number 1 and just have Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik also fit this one. All right, draw number 5. And it's not even the last draw. First card, the Emperor. Next card is Judgment. And final card is the Page of Wands. Okay, draw number 5. I really like this draw. I got the Page of Cups, which was a self-pub book, the Judgment card, which is an adult book, and the Emperor, which means a male protagonist. This spread, this draw of cards, led me to instantly look at The Lost War, which is the first book in the Aiden series, I guess, and this is by Justin Lee Anderson. I'm really excited to read this book because it sounds like it's full of demons, magic, darkness. I mean, look at the cover. And it is a male protagonist, and I think they have a name for the magicians or something, but listen, all I know is that it's essentially kind of like a post-apocalyptic kind of thing, like they had a war, and it's just darkness. So this is book number 4, because I combined the other ones. Yeah, this is book number 4 from draw number 5. All right, this is draw number 6 because I had to add another draw for pulling the World card twice. The first card drawn is 6 of Pentacles, and we've already drawn that. Looks like another card popped out, so we're going to pick that one as well. It is the Queen of Cups. And our next card is the High Priestess. All right, draw number 6, we got another repeat card, which is the card 6 of Pentacles, which is an adaptation. I also got the Queen of Cups, which is a book box book, and then the High Priestess, which is a graphic or comic book novel. So I had a really hard time picking a book for just this prompt. So before I tell you what book I picked for these cards, I'm going to do the next draw so we can get the combination of all of those cards and end up with 6 cards, and I'll explain it. All right, now we are on draw number 7 because we pulled out another 6 of Pentacles. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's the 2 of Cups. We already drew that. I'm dying. All right, next card. Okay, next card is 9 of Cups. Then we have 3 of Wands. On draw number 6, I got the repeat card of 6 of Pentacles. On draw number 7, I got another repeat card again of the 2 of Cups. So, because both of these prompts were kind of difficult, right? Draw number 6 was an adaptation, a book box book, and a comic graphic novel. And then on draw number 7, I got 2+ authors, a reread with 9 of Cups, and then a highly anticipated book as well. I kind of had to combine these cards together. So I ended up putting my 2+ authors, so the 2 of Cups, and kind of like a reread, but mostly 2 of Cups and adaptation. I put those together and decided that I'm going to read Good Omens, which is 2+ authors. It is an adaptation, it is a show, and I consider it a reread because I watched the show. I didn't know it was a book until I actually was at Barnes & Noble and I saw Good Omens, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was a show. I watched that show. I really loved the show, so I really want to read the book now because I'm curious. The show is a little confusing. Basically, if you don't know, Good Omens is by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. The full title is Good Omens, The Nice and Accurate Prophecies of Agnes Nutter, Witch. What I remember from the show is that it's basically an angel and a demon who are friends, and they tend to get into a lot of trouble together, and just a bunch of things happen. It's humorous, it's funny. Apparently Armageddon is coming and they're trying to prevent it, but they end up causing it. Like, it's just a disaster. I did watch the show a while ago, so I'm interested to read the book. So anyways, that is the book that's one of the books that came out of my combination of my 6th draw and my 7th draw. The other book, which fits with the book box pick, which was for the Queen of Cups, and also for a highly anticipated book, is Half Sick of Shadows by Laura Sebastian. I got this one as my book of the month pick. All I know is that it is a retelling of Arthurian legend. And I've said this before, my knowledge of Arthurian legend is very limited. I don't know much. All I know is Merlin, Arthur, Morgana, and that's about it. And Guinevere. But that's about it. So I am interested to see what this is going to be like. I mean, it's magic, it's knights and things like that. I'm sure I'm gonna love it. So yeah, this and Good Omens are kind of a combination pick between my two draws. If you want to count that as cheating, that's fine. Draw number 8. Oh, is it ever gonna end? Ooh, we've got the Ace of Cups for our first card. And 5 of Swords. And our third card is Ace of Wands. Finally, last draw. My goodness, I got how many repeat cards did I have? Like 3? Anyways, last draw, we got the Ace of Cups, which is an LGBTQ plus book. We also got the Ace of Wands, which was any book, so I could pick anything. And then the 5 of Swords, which was something with dragons. So I could have picked anything. I could have decided, hey, maybe we'll pick a really small book, something that will be easy to read because the month of July is going to be really busy for me. But no, I decided I actually want to fit the LGBTQ and the dragon prompt. So I picked The Priory of the Orange Tree because I also really want to read it. I have been told that there is a lot of LGBTQ representation in here. There are dragons. It's a bit of political intrigue, things like that. Apparently everything I'm gonna love in this book. It's a chonky boy though, so I have no idea if I'm gonna finish this in July. I honestly have very low expectations for myself for finishing all these books this month. I don't think I'm gonna finish all these books this month. I'm going to try, but I am starting a job in July, and these are all a lot of big books. That was my TBR game, my madness for today and for the month of July. This is going to be a disaster. I think this month's game was interesting for sure. I think that this TBR game for picking my reads, honestly, I wanted to read so many of these. Priory of the Orange Tree I'm really looking forward to. Tasha Suri's book, The Jasmine Throne, Half Sick of Shadows. I'm excited to read all of these. I just don't think I'm actually going to succeed in finishing all of them. Ooh, I also forgot to mention, last month, all the books that I had to read, I don't have them with me because I'm a dum-dum. But I did finish all of them, except for Vengeful by V. Schwab, which is a sequel to Vicious. I'm still reading it. I still have time before the actual end of the month because I'm filming this in like near the end of June. Anyways, I'm going to be finishing it, so I'm counting that as I succeeded my reading for the month of June, so that means I'm allowed to buy books. I just wanted to put that out there. Next month I will do better with this whole TBR filming thing. I'm still not great at it. It's very messy. This is complete chaos. But I forgot to mention that on top of the books that were chosen in the TBR game, I also have my book club book, which was chosen. It was One by One by, I forgot the name of the author, but I'll put the picture up here. So that's the book club pick. I don't think I'm gonna like this book. I saw the like little blurb for it and it sounds like a survival type of book. It's supposed to be colleagues that are all in some cabin for a meeting, and then I guess an avalanche happens and they're all stuck there. Now they need to survive. It just doesn't really sound like my cup of tea, but you know, maybe I'll be wrong. And then another book that I really intend on reading in the month of July is The Pariah. I really want to read this, like really bad. I got the advanced reader copy. It is on my tablet. I am going to be reading it. Super excited. Can't wait. So yeah, I have a lot of books to read in the month of July. In the month of July. I just caught myself. In the month of July. So that is it for my TBR Tarot game for the month of July. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Comment down below if you won't have anything to say about these books that I now have to try and finish in the month of July. And yeah, that's it. I will see you guys next time. Bye!